welcome back. So today I filmed a kind of goldeny summer look. I did use the Lovelies palette again. If you have not gotten your hands on this, I think it goes live on the 29th of June. Make sure you get it. It is an absolutely amazing palette. I do have one more look coming up with this palette as well. So I created this eye look with this palette and I'm obsessed with it. It's so fresh and so summery and I love it. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Starting off with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist, I'm just spraying this all over my face to give it some nice hydration. And then I'm going to be going in with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. I love this primer. I don't show it often, but I do use it almost every single day. I love it because it just kind of seamlessly makes my pores look amazing. And, well, not amazing, but as good as it can. And then taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I am in the color Sand. I am aware that it does not match the same color as my face, but I'm not matching it to my face, I'm matching it to my neck because I do self-tan my body, so it wouldn't make sense to match it to my face because then it would look completely different. And I don't put self-tanner on my face just because I don't personally like to. So I'm just blending this in with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. This is one of my favorite tools to blend in my foundation. Going into my eyes, I'm taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just putting this all over my eyelids and then I will set it with a powder as well, just to make sure that none of the eyeshadows stick to this kind of sticky substance. I just wanted to make sure it was all one even color. Then taking the color Priss Pot from the Lovelies palette, I'm just taking it on a Sigma E40 blending brush and I'm just putting it into my crease and into my upper crease. I do layer it on a couple of times because I do want it to be quite pigmented and I do want it to be seen. So as you can see here, I'm just blending and blending and blending until I get the desired shade that I am looking for. After, I'm going to be taking the color Britches. This is just a little bit darker of a brown color. It is a warmer color as well, and I'm taking it on my Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm just putting it more precisely into the crease. Now it's nothing too deep. I want everything to be super gradient. And then I'm just taking a clean blending brush just to make sure those two edges of those two colors are nicely blended. Taking the color Fleeky, it is kind of an goldy shade. I'm putting it on a Sigma flat shader brush and I'm only putting it in the outer V of my eye and then I'm blending it away with my Sigma E25 blending brush. And then I found that it did kind of get more pigmented if you used your finger, so I decided to go back in with that Fleeky shade and I used it on my finger just because some of it got away when blending, and then going back in with my blending brush just to make sure all of the edges are nice and seamless. So you want to make sure you keep that inner part nice and clean because we're going to be putting in a pigment, and this is from the balm. It's called No Money No Honey. I did spray my brush with a little bit of MAC's Fix Plus just to make sure that it had nice pigmentation and it had a staying power. So I'm just putting this on a flat Sigma concealer brush, I think this is, and I'm just putting it on that part we didn't put the gold. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Wiskers and I'm putting this into the outer V, making it just a little bit deeper. When I applied the gold and the No Money No Honey shade, I made sure that I blended them seamlessly together so there wasn't any harsh edges, and then I'm just taking this shade just to deepen the look up just a little bit. For eyeliner, I'm going in with my Galactic Precise Eyeliner Marker. I love this. This was in one of the boxes that I get, one of the BoxyCharm boxes, and I really have been loving this eyeliner. It just does an amazing job and it's super simple and it's super black. And then taking the Benefit Roller Lash just to give my lashes just a couple coats of mascara. And then I'm going to go in with the color Basic and I'm just going to put this on my brow bone just to highlight that area because I really like a highlighted brow. And then taking the Hypnotic Lashes. I don't remember the style name, but I will leave them down below. Actually, I think these are Addiction. These are like my favorite lashes. I think they're called Addiction. They're so wispy and they're so perfect. I'm absolutely in love with them. You need to try them. And then going in for skin, I'm going in with my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm just putting this in the areas that I have darkness. This stuff really, really works, so you don't need too much. And then for concealer, I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Light Ivory. As you know, this has been my all-time favorite concealer recently. I cannot stop using it. And then I'm just putting that everywhere I want to highlight the face, and then going in with the darker shade. I think this is Espresso. I wouldn't recommend it though because it is kind of dark. I do want to get a lighter one, but they don't have them at my Ulta. Does anybody know where you can buy them like in store? I don't want to order it online. And I'm just putting this everywhere that I want to be kind of bronzed. So taking a flat Sigma Kabuki kind of rounded brush, I'm just blending out that kind of contour, so you say, but it's not really a contour, I'm just kind of bronzing up the skin. And I'm just kind of using this as a base because I am obviously going to go in with a bronzer, but I did want it to be a nice base of bronze. So I like blending this in circular motions. I feel like that blends it the best. And then going in with my dampened contour sponge, I'm just blending out all of the concealer. Going into my Kat Von D shade light palette, I am just using that banana shade, and I'm just setting underneath my eyes and everywhere else that I put that concealer just to brighten up those areas. And for the rest of my face, I'm using my medium golden mineralized skin finish from MAC just to set the rest of my face so it's not sticky when I apply my bronzer. And today I'm using my NARS Laguna bronzer. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. It's just like the perfect color and I'm completely in love with it. And I'm just putting it everywhere where we put that cream bronzer, so basically around the perimeter of your face and kind of underneath your cheekbones. Sticking with that shade and light palette, I'm using my F77 brush just to give myself a little contour. So here I'm just taking the color Bubs from the Laura Lee palette just to deepen up that lower lash line, and then taking that transition shade that we had used, I think it was Britches, and I'm just putting it, kind of blending it out. Going in with blush, I'm taking my Lorac Prism blush. I've been obsessed with these blushes recently. They are so nice and so creamy, and they blend like a dream, and I absolutely love this color. And then going with my Lorac highlighter in the color Daylight. These highlighters are amazing as well. And then going in with my Lorac lip liner, so I guess this was a Lorac day, and I'm just lining my lips, and then taking my Dose of Colors Bear With Me lip